What's up, my Pungios? Andy with Tech Influence here. Excited to go over this really unique USB 4 V2 60 gigabit per second NVMe drive from the folks at WavLink. This is a really sleek way to be able to have up to 6,000 megabits a second of read and 5,000 megabits a second of write speeds. That's excellent for content creation, development work, storing video games, you name it. Using USB 4 V2 standard, you can get up to 60 gigabits a second with the PCIe NVMe drive. It supports NVMe's at the 2280 size. It's plug and play, and it has a nice magnetic cover top and tool-free installation to be able to connect. With that said, the folks at WavLink did provide me complimentary and sponsor this video. Down below in the links in the description will be the product pricing and availability. Let's go ahead and connect my SSD drive and show you on my Mac Studio some of the read-write speeds. Unboxing is very straightforward here. As you can see, this enclosure is made of anodized aluminum. It's this very robust, durable build. On the inside, you've got all of your accessories as well to be able to plug and play into your PC, your Mac, you name it. Opening it up, it is pretty robust. You can feel it's got some heft to it. You've got your thermal pad as well as your tool and your USB-C cable. Opening it up is very straightforward. You kind of just lift it. You can see that the NVMe slot's right there. There's a magnet there to be able to hold it tightly. And then you've obviously got the motherboard as well as the adapter for installation. I have a 2280 NVMe SSD. There's a screw right here that you unscrew, and then you just kind of slot it into the adapter, press fit, you'll feel it click. Then with the tool, you can go ahead and screw it shut. Showing you here, it fits and slots really nicely right there. Peel off the plastic for the thermal pad, then replacing the lid there as it magnets shut. You can see the port right there for plug and play. You have a couple of heat vents on the bottom here. It's heat sinked as well as ventilation on the bottom side. Really excited, really sleek to have 80 gigabits a second of transfer speeds. I really like that. All right, we're here on location. You can see that it matches nicely my Mac Studio. Obviously the Mac Mini, it works as well. Let's go ahead and plug this in and show you some of the speed differences. Typically in my workflow, I like to move files from an SD card. The built-in SD card of the Studio is fantastic, but moving it to a third-party hard drive is something that I've had to deal with, which is difficult. One of the issues that I routinely face is having throttling when it comes to moving files, especially when they're really, really large. I have these very large files, up to 15 gigs big, and moving them from one to the next. We're going to show you here how fast this is. This is moving from the WavLink hard drive over to a third-party hard drive. You can see here, moving 15 gigs is very, very fast, 3 minutes. Now, the reason why that's slower than typical is because the third-party hard drive that I'm transferring it to is doing the throttling. So that's why we aren't seeing speeds faster than 3 minutes. However, if I move the same file onto the desktop, we're gonna get a much, much faster speed. And you can even see now it's starting to pick up. This Thunderbolt 5 is so fast. Being able to plug this into that port, it's gonna be a game changer here for my content creation. Let's go ahead now and move that over. It only took about 3 minutes. It was a little over 3 minutes moving it from that hard drive, moving it directly onto the Mac Mini. Mac Studio, 10 seconds. 15 gigabytes in 10 seconds is incredible. Being able to move so fast, it is so quick. And I don't even get to finish my sentence and it moves it faster than that. That's the type of speeds that we're talking about here. With that said, I think WavLink does a great job marrying this really durable, high quality form factor with speed, with usability, and something that I really appreciate, which is plug and play. I've got a PC, I've got a Mac, and being able to use this across multiple platforms is important to me. With that said, the folks at WavLink did provide me complimentary and sponsor this video. Down below in the links in the description will be the product pricing and availability. Check that out here as it helps the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Andy with Tech Influence. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.